Hey dog, bro, man. In this content, I want to talk about the CIA, the FBI, and the Pentagon. Hey dog. Obviously, I'm in the UK, so we got to talk about the MI5 and the MI6. Hey dog, and why intelligence agencies are really important into combating terrorism and to destabilize and discredit terrorist organizations. I think to be honest, hey dog, like if you go around the world, you got Interpol. Interpol is a global body. So Interpol is a global body that protects the citizens of the world. Which I'm saying not just the people of a nation. Hey dog, Interpol. Say someone's on the most wanted list of Interpol. Like say it could be like a drug baron or a drug trafficking. I don't know, some terrorist network. A dog. So Interpol is important as an intelligence agency, but they got a lot of departments. They work with governmental bodies to protect people of the world, dog, citizens of the world. I think a lot of time, hey, homie, bro, man, for me, like, I think, the FBI and the CIA and the Pentagon get a lot of nonsense that they get talked down upon for some of the decisions they made when it comes to global security. I'm not talking about national security. I'm talking about global security, dog. The same way they talk nonsense on Israel. Look, Jacob Brown think Israel is a important part to play in a global security because they protect the world, dog. I'm saying we don't want another 9/11. We don't want another. Was it June bombing up in London, dog? You know how devastated a lot of people were, dog. So I gotta talk about it, mate. Look, MI5, MI6 is an intelligence agency that work. They part of the UK governmental body. I think they're important, bro. Like they're important for the affairs of the nation, dog. But just to make sure there's enough data for to stop a lot of criminal networks, dog, terrorist networks trying to take advantage of governmental confidential data. So for me, like I think they play a larger role. Now let's talk about the FBI and the CIA because I think they're important and how Pentagon is a major governmental body that deals with a lot of trafficking, terrorist network trafficking, dog. So I think a great movie that I still hold dearly to my heart is Act of Valor. So Act of Valor is a movie of the United States military, dog. Not just that, but also a main, a homie, the Navy SEALs, dog. We gotta talk about the Navy SEALs. They do a lot of work when it comes to protecting our borders, dog. Invasion of United States, but not just the United States, dog. They work with MI5, MI6. They work with UK Army to protect the citizens of the world. So let me talk about this. So look, active valor at the start of the scene. They go and try save this lady, this shawty, like from a lot of people that were trying to keep her caged in. I think she was like a reporter or like worked with authorities. So start of movie Act of Valor, you got a lot of these U.S. Navy SEALs, dog. They come up, the person's coming out the water, and there's a person standing with a gun trying to take the shotty, and then pop, and then the person falls down. He holds him down, takes him into the water, and then they go raid the entire place. Why is CIA and the FBI, the Pentagon, important? Just like IDF, Israeli Defense Forces. I'm gonna talk about it. Just as the MI5, the MI6, dog. I'm gonna talk about it. Intelligence agencies are important because a lot of people don't see. But when it comes to governance, I'm talking about governance. I'm talking about protecting the people of the world, dog, citizens of the world. There is only so much a Met officer or a police officer could do when it comes to protecting the local. The local people, local citizens, or just the London borough, or you got Birmingham, Manchester, a lot of stuff goes on there. As I'm saying, so when you got MI5, MI6, they deal with a lot of information to protect and serve the people, the citizens of the country, but also the government. And I think it's an important form of governance to have, because a lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes. A lot of people don't see. Still in the UK, dog, you get a lot of human trafficking cases. A lot of people being pumped into the UK by human trafficking. You get a lot of sex trafficking. So paid sex workers will come to this country illegally, dog, getting paid and stuff, and then they get extorted, exploited, dog, and there's murders that happen. So it's important. But I think intelligence agencies are important, dog, and I gotta talk about it because they're important. Like CIA, FBI, Pentagon, they got files, confidential files on countries. But why they're important? So why is the CIA, the FBI, the Pentagon, or MI5, MI6, the intelligence agencies of the world important? A lot of time I gotta talk about it because I probably have some history with the FBI or the CIA. Who knows? Donald Trump, probably watching this, dog. I gotta talk about it. So FBI, CIA are governmental bodies, but every country has an intelligence agency. Now you see, like, you got a lot of terror networks, and I'm talking, it doesn't have to be religion, dog. It could be just terror networks. The thing about disorder, anarchy, chaos, it does not have to come from one particular type of race or people. It could happen by anybody. I'm saying. So why does the FBI, CIA get looked down upon? Is because, bro, they expose a lot of stuff, dog. They expose governments, like up in the Middle East. You got the Iranians, dog. The Iranians, dog. Like, I gotta be honest, man. They want this like Sharia law driven. Middle East, dog, and this bunch of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So the CIA deals with a lot of data, dog. They got a lot of data on countries that try invade. But there are like countries out there, literally like dictatorship countries that follow a plot to assassinate the values of Americas and the Western democracy. There is countries out there, dog, that want to take Western democracy. They want to take liberty and freedom. They want to, take the values of the Western, United States values. So a lot of time, dog, the FBI, the CIA, the Pentagon, they get info like which you can't see. I mean, look, example. Someone trying to take a fly a dog into United States of America now. The issue is bro, when they pull up, you get a lot of these people that come into any countries. United Kingdom or United States, they come into a country, and their sole purpose is they got sent by a terror network. So they get sent by a terror network, and the problem is when these terror networks now come into a country like US, United States, and they got like data of these group of people are coming here trying to plot something. I mean, who knows about the Boston bombing, bro? Dog, there was all these people running, dog, and there was like this Boston blast. I'm saying when there was a marathon, dog. So why is it important? Because bro, like, and why do the FBI, CIA get looked down upon with the Pentagon, dog? It's because, bro, they expose a lot of stuff with a lot of terror networks, dog. I mean, Boston bombing was a problem. The 9/11 was a problem. So you got Osama bin Laden, dog, that freaking turban, for me, like, he actually thought that he was gonna change the entire world. He had this delusional belief like Hitler, he's gonna turn the entire world into a Islamic nation, dog, and the entire world is gonna follow one God. That's not my God. I mean, I believe in the sky gods, dog, sky God, but I'm a demigod. I got this cross on. The sky god's up there, dog, but I'm a demigod, bro. I'm saying, dog, homie, I know this too much in the morning to take in, bro. I get it, bro. I get it, man. Dang, dog, Jacob's talking about governments, dog. Fuck, bro. Nah, bro. But for me, I think why it's important, FBI, CIA, Pentagon is important because it's called the NSA. national security of America, dog. It's important, like in any country, intelligence agency is important because they stop a lot of stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of baseless propaganda on these intelligence agency because they expose a lot of stuff with a lot of people coming into a country, like a great country like United Kingdom or United States of America, and they try to get information. There's a lot of spies, dog. I mean, every flight that's landed in Heathrow or Gatwick or in Cali or in New York or Washington, as some person who's a spy trying to come into the country, trying to like take information about the country, to pass on to their government to then create a proxy war. It doesn't have to be physical, dog. It could be cyber attack. I mean, how many times there was a cyber attack in the United States government, dog, websites and details, dog. You know what I'm saying? And why do you think, like, with social media, you got like, China, I mean, you got China, like, got TikTok now, but the issue is, dog, a lot of countries, like, are banning TikTok. A lot of countries are banning Facebook, dog. I mean, some countries, you can't use Facebook. Why is that? Because of, security, national security, dog. Information's people's personal information, dog. So for me, I gotta talk about it, bro, because I'm educated. You know what I'm saying? Jacob Brown, is misunderstood, judged, complex, unorthodox, unconventional. Yes, sophisticated, because Jacob Brown is educated. So when it comes to CIA, the FBI, the Pentagon, they're important because they are against terrorist networks. You know what I'm saying? And they get stopped. I mean, they get stopped all the time, dog. And that's why you got countries like Israel, like Israel Defense Forces, dog, they show no mercy when it comes to like terrorist networks in the region, around the regions, because these terrorist network has nothing. They can't be diplomatic, dog. They can't be diplomatic. That's what I'm trying to tell you, dog. A lot of time, these terrorist network, regard. So you got like a lot of terrorist networks, but they don't have to. It don't have to be a religion, dog. It could just be a cause. You know what I'm saying? The problem is like the CIA, the FBI. They got like a lot of people working in them countries that these people are. And why is global security important, and why I think intelligence age is important, dog? I mean, right now, look, Jacob Brown is sitting down here, right? There could be drones up there in the sky, dog. I know there is a drone up there in the sky, dog. What's popping, man? There's drones up there in the sky, dog. So I gotta just say one thing, dog. For me, CIA, the FBI, the Pentagon, the MI5, the MI6, the Interpol, they're important, dog, because they got a lot of these terrorist networks. Their goal is not to be diplomatic, dog. It's to promote violence, danger, and they it's just violence, dog. They have no other way of talking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why do you think they went off into countries like went and against countries like Iran, dog? Why they went into Iran and they tried talking with these people? Because they can't be diplomatic, dog. They got a cause. They got a religious cause, and United States and UK and Israel, a lot of countries are like, nah, bro. You want to do that stuff. Not everybody in the world want to follow your dogmatic values. So Iran have this belief that they are doing something good for their citizens. I talked to them, people from Iran, dog. They said, hey, bro, our government stinks, dog, because they want us to follow this dictatorship, which is a problem for the young people. And there are people now like getting killed, like the young ladies, dog, like kill death penalty. You know what I'm saying? No women's not human rights, dog. So when a country like United States or with the FBI, CIA, the Pentagon, or the UK government, MI5, MI6, expose these countries, you're gonna have a lot of enemies, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because FBI, the CIA have been exposing a lot of terror networks, dog. Not just around them regions, in Asia too, dog. You got like do you know Peshawar, dog? Peshawar is on the border of like Pakistan and Afghanistan, dog. Peshawar, that region is a region where there's a lot of nonsense conflict that takes place. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of time, dog, like the United States government, the UK government are usually in these spots to help destabilize discredit but destabilize, but also to, deform the formation, destabilize, so it's discredit, destabilize, and deformation, which I don't think it's a word, that deformation means retardation, dog. But it's to stop the formation of these terrorist network, dog, so they don't pull all their power in to then cause another 9/11, another London bombings that happened in June, like in 2010 or something, some crap, dog. Then you got, the Boston Marathon bombing. Then you got, the one in Germany, like all these stuff. I think it was in Germany. There's a lot of stuff going on. So the reason why, the FBI, the CIA, the Pentagon, or like, European, intelligence agency, European Commission. I mean, you got Ursula von der Leyen. I think Ursula von der Leyen is an important person, a person in the European body that stops a lot of terrorism, and a lot of network of, like, people coming up to stop the cause. Is because Ursula von der Leyen, if you don't know, Ursula von der Leyen is like the leader. I think she's like, I think someone someone surpassed her, but she plays a larger role. Ursula von der Leyen. Her name's Ursula von der Leyen. She's a part of the European Committee. She's a leader of the European Commission, dog, and she does a lot of great work. I think these governments are important. I think NATO is important, too. I'm saying there's a lot of stuff that we don't see on the news, dog. But every single day, some terrorist network or some, like, dictatorship like values are being broken. Because imagine, like, if the entire world becomes a communist world, dog, that's a bad place to live at, dog. You gotta follow this, you gotta follow this, you gotta follow this. I think with a lot of democracy comes a lot of freedom, dog. So for me, like, for these, the FBI, CIA, the MI5, the MI6, the Interpol, the global security, like, as a governance of governments, dog, it's important because some people go to these Western countries and they want to bring their, values of dictatorship and dogmatic values, which don't add up, dog. That's what these governments, these intelligence agencies are thinking. Like, you left your country because of a war, like, blah, blah, blah. Now you come up to our country and you want to bring the same stuff that you got away from. So it don't make sense. A lot of people contradict themselves when they try to bring values that did not serve them in their country, and they saw how much of a turmoil it has been, dog. So for me, the FBI, the CIA, the Pentagon, like MI5, MI6, a lot of intelligence agencies always going to get talked down upon, dog. At the time you get, you get like FBI, CIA, the MI5, the MI6, the IDF, any intelligence agency that's out there, combating terrorist networks. So a lot of stuff they get talked down upon, bro, because, bro, like, they exposing a lot of stuff, dog. I mean, it's confidential. Some stuff they'll never get into public, it never gets into public, eye, of what went on, the real shit that went on compared to what the public was told on media, news, press, dog. So there's a lot of things that happens behind the scene. Right now, like, I'm talking to you, there's someone at an airport, and I gotta be honest, right now I'm talking to you, there was someone at an airport who's been stopped because the person's probably, got, like, strapped himself to some bomb, or, like, I don't know, got some stuff in his, suitcase, dog, that's gonna blow, which I'm saying. So, but that never get, talked down on news, every single stuff that happens every day, dog. Unless if it's something massive like the 9/11, Bin Laden's nonsense, dictatorship nonsense. But these agencies gonna get talked down upon, dog, because they expose stuff, and a lot of stuff never come up online. And a lot of people come up and be like, oh, well, these people, intelligence agency, they done this to these people. But the thing is, while you're combating terrorist networks, or, like, lethal, aggressive ops against Western democracy, dog, the problem is life's gonna be lost, dog, and those people that's part of these networks, dog, they point and be like, they did this, dog, they the bad person, the CIA, the FBI. The larger picture is they tried saving a lot of people, but some people gonna get caught up, bro, in the in the fire, dog, in this whole drama, this chaos, dog. So yes, FBI, CIA, the MI5, the MI6, the Interpol, all these people kind of get talked down upon. But the reason why you get to travel to countries and have a safe time traveling to countries and have a good time traveling to countries, away from traffic and away from a lot of like, just a lot of stuff that you don't see on news, dog, is because these agencies, not just care, the agency like Interpol or like CIA, FBI, they're not just focused on national security. They focused on global security. Dog. Imagine a country that has no like security, like no agencies, or do you know what I'm saying? Like you go to another country, you're in danger, dog. Do you know what I'm saying? So, hey, they're gonna get talked down upon the same way I probably get talked down upon for my content because I talk some truth. I'm talking some real sense, dog. The governance of governments, dog. It's important, topic to talk about because they don't, a lot of these governments, like part of, G7. I think is it G20, dog. You got the NATO, you got, European Committee, but like, just countries in Asia, in Africa, that's against a terrorist network, dog, in South America. I'm saying these countries come up and they put a stop, but the problem is, a lot of people would always talk shit about Jacob Brown, the CIA, the FBI, because these people expose countries, dog, like where other people probably from, like the networks, and they expose them because they're trying to stop it. But that's just what it is, dog. I mean, for a better world, dog, the governance of governments, and you got, to protect the world, dog, like the CIA, the FBI, probably, if they were like just, I don't know, like if they were just not governmental bodies, the CIA, FBI probably be the number one targets by other government because they expose a lot of stuff which you don't see on news, dog. You never see this stuff on news, but they stopped a lot of stuff. I mean, the Iraq War, like when Saddam Hussein, dog, he wanted to control the entire Middle East, dog. They had to pull up down there. He started chemical weapons, dog. Killed a lot of people, bro. Killed a lot of people, Saddam Hussein. I'm saying there's a lot of, documents. Then you take a lot of other dictatorship country, dog. It's important. I mean, even if you go to North Korea, dog, Kim Jong-un, dog, is that his name? Not North Korea, dog. That country, it's built up in dictatorship. The public don't even know, dog. They get lied upon. They can't watch media from other countries in North Korea, and it's done in such a way they've been kept backwards. They can't innovate. They can't travel. That's against human rights, dog. It's a lot of stuff, man. I'm saying I'm educated, but I think what's important with CIA, the FBI, is just not national security for the United States or MI5, MI6 for UK. It's global security, and they're working towards that. The New World Order, dog. Jacob Brown probably have to, do something for the New World Order, dog. I gotta get it, man. That's what I'm talking about. So I was reading an article yesterday about just conflicts in just parts of the world, like in Asia, in South America. These proxy wars. There's a lot of proxy wars that's going on, dog. A lot of proxy wars. Proxy wars are just like these small wars that takes place in countries before a massive World War III takes place, dog. I don't even know, bro. I gotta get it, man. See what's popping. Alright, bro. Alright, man.